In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I made over $2,000 in less than 3 months on Redbubble, as you can see there. If you watch up until the end of the video, I'll show you exactly how I did it. What is up, guys? My name is Phil and welcome to the Money Game YouTube channel. Now on this channel, I'm going to be making a bunch of videos showing you guys different ways that you can make money. Now I thought the best way to start off this series was to kind of tell you guys my story with the Redbubble series and tell you guys how I also got a shop to make over $2,000 in less than 3 months. And if you're watching me for the first time and if you've never seen any of my videos before, I'd suggest you subscribe. Firstly, that would be very much appreciated, and secondly, you won't regret it. I'm only currently 6 months into my print on demand journey and I've already made over $6,000, which averages at roughly $1,000 a month, and from here it will only get better. So if you subscribe right now, you'll be one of the first people to actually come along on this journey with me, and I'm going to be documenting as many tips as I can in these videos to help you guys pretty much come along with me and make some money for yourself. So how did I get to the point I'm at? How did I get a shop that made over $2,000 in 3 months? So this is how it started. Now jumping back roughly about 6 months, I was going through some problems on my own, struggling, and I found print on demand. I managed to get out of that struggle and it kind of put me on the path that I'm on now. I'd had other Redbubble accounts in the past that had made reasonable amounts. I think the first account that I ever had made about $850, and as I'm in the UK, for me it would have showed as around about £701, and the information that I found to allow me to get that, everything was self-taught through reading articles, blogs, watching videos to kind of build up all that information. Fast forward 4 months, I had kind of put everything together that I had learned to see what works, what doesn't work. Then I created a shop which was optimized to bring in sales as fast as possible whilst also bringing returning customers. So as for how I did this, I started off with focusing on trending designs, and that was because I figured out that with the Redbubble algorithm, if you do trending designs, you get sales a lot quicker, and once you have sales, any ideas you then put up after that will have a higher chance of getting sales in comparison to someone starting from zero. Over time, this in turn allowed me to create a lot of designs which brought a lot of traffic to my channel, and that's pretty much how I made over $2,000 in less than 3 months. But that's not all. I put together a starter guide as well to kind of help you guys to start up and to kind of follow through the same path that I started with, and that guide will be linked down in the description. It's completely free for you guys. Before I switch over to my PC and we go through some of the information on the starter guide, if you're still watching, I'd very much appreciate it if you can drop a like on this video. It would show me that you guys are actually enjoying what I'm talking about. I also have a Facebook group and it's linked down in the description as well. There's a lot of people on there that give each other advice. I pop into it, give people advice every now and again. So if you want to get in contact with me a lot quicker than on here, I'll suggest you go over and join the group. It's a private group, so you would have to be accepted, but for the most part, people will be accepted over. And one last thing as well, I also want to know how old you guys are. So put it down in the comments. I just want to see roughly how old everyone is that are actually watching my videos, as I've got a few video ideas in the future that can be based around different age ranges, so it would help me out a lot. So jumping into it here, we've got the Money Game Print on Demand Starter Guide. Now this is something that I put together to hopefully help some of you guys get started and well on your way to making your first $2,000 on Redbubble as well. Now as you can see here, there's just a quick explanation of what print on demand is. I won't read into that, as you guys can read that for yourself if you download the PDF guide. I'm just going to cover the main things in the starter guide you guys should probably be focusing on. I also talk about TeePublic here. I'm going to be doing a separate TeePublic series, so I won't talk about TeePublic too much at the moment, as that's another site that's been making money for me. In regards of Redbubble, sites that you want to use when you're getting design ideas for designs that are most likely to sell for you guys, so winning designs, are sites like this one that I've linked here, redbubble.daboo, as you can see there. So you guys can go onto it and it will pretty much have a lot of various designs, and through those various designs you can actually see what's working, what's trending, and go from there. In fact, I'll open it up for you guys quickly just so you can see what this site looks like. As you can see there, this is the main page you're put onto when you first click on the link. And there's a lot of information. If you're going on it for the first time, you probably won't know what's going on here, but as you can see, there's designs 1 all the way up to 10,000. The first thing you usually want to do is change your entries from 25 to 100, so you can actually have more things on one page. It makes life a lot easier for yourself. And the thing at the top is usually the thing that's the most popular. As you can see at the moment, it is Outer Banks. So if I was to click on that, it will just show me Outer Banks merch, so stickers, shirts. It will just show me on Redbubble, you know, what's doing well. And as we scroll down, there's various designs and so on and so on. The main things to consider when you're on the screen is firstly popularity. This shows you how many positions something has jumped up by within the week. So if the popularity says +1, this means last week it was 3rd, now it's 2nd. Simple as that. Results is pretty much how many things are in that niche or in that type of item. Or so for example, Outer Banks has 13,590. That's what this section is. And then this section that says results is pretty much how many designs have been removed. And as you can see here, it says 2023. Now when you see red in this section and it's this high up, I usually recommend for people to stay away from whatever it is. For example, Outer Banks, I would say stay away from that, because it just means your designs are ticking time bombs. You might have them up, they might get you sales, but eventually they'll get taken down, and that could eventually lead to your whole page being taken down, and we don't want that. So as I scroll through here, you know, that's pretty much the basis of the information. Here you can see anime stickers. It's dropped down by 1 position. There's over 200 things, but you know, 45 things have been added to it, so they're not really removing anything from there. Same with masks. There's been 177,000 items added to masks. At the time of making this video, masks have only been out on Redbubble and TeePublic for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. That's probably why this number is so high. And that's pretty much how you go about using this page. I usually recommend for people to go maybe to like the 20th page, look at the things there, and that will give you ideas of things that are selling that are not too competitive. You don't want anything with 13,000 results. You want to be looking at things under 600 results or so. I actually mentioned this in one of my first Redbubble videos on the channel, but I'm just doing a quick run through for you guys here. Back to the guide. I'm gonna scroll past the tag page section. That's pretty much what we just talked about. Here I mentioned that whenever you're making your designs, it's very important that you create, you know, different color variations of your items. So you might have one thing that's selling very, very well. If you have one design of it, try and make 2 other designs with 2 other different colors, and that will help you pretty much up your sales a lot faster. Because if one thing is already selling, the next 2 in different colors will probably sell as well and attract a different audience. So that's something for you guys to consider. And pro tip, color that sells really well in terms of variation is green, so try use that as much as you can where possible. As we move on here, you can see I talk about the platforms and obviously what you can use depending on what's available to yourself. Now if you're someone who's on PC and laptop, there's a free program called Pixlr. You can literally go online, go on Pixlr, or even click on the link on the course here and it will take you to the page and you can start designing. It's very, very simple to use, not hard at all. For people that use mainly phones that don't have PCs or laptop, you can download the Over app and instantly start making designs from that. The Over app is on both Android and iOS. I've tried it on both myself and it works perfectly, so that's something you guys can download. And in regards of recommendations, when you're posting to Redbubble, I would recommend you post images at 12,000 pixels by 12,000 pixels, just because it allows the image to be scaled fully on every product. The main products, or the main big products, are things like the bed duvets. So as they're a bit bigger, you need to use more pixels. That's why I recommend this. This is mainly for people that are starting up, and I do understand software such as Pixlr and the Overapp don't allow you to go to 12,000 pixels. So 4096 by 4096 will do if you're someone who's actually working on a phone. For people that are starting out, I'd suggest you go on Merch Titans when you're looking for tags. When you're a bit more advanced, I would no longer suggest for people to use Merch Titans, as I've actually found a system that increases your sales like crazy. But I've put that on my main course, on my main print on demand course. So if you're someone who's looking to take print on demand more seriously, to make sort of a full-time income, I'd suggest you go over and look at my full print on demand course, and there's more information about tags there. Now scrolling here, I've got a few screenshots that just talk about some of my TeePublic and Redbubble information, and this account pretty much made it to this point so quickly with most of the information that's in this free starter guide. But you have to bear in mind this was around the Christmas time, and when it gets to Christmas time, in terms of sales, everything is pretty much ×4. That's probably why I ended up with so much in such a short space of time, using some of this information from the starter guide. Now there's also links to my Facebook group if you want to join that, the YouTube channel. You guys won't need that as you're watching this video. If you're looking to, like I said, make this something that's more full-time, I've got a print on demand guide that I'll talk more about when I jump back to the camera. In regards to the starter guide, that's all the information you pretty much get from it. It's very useful if you actually apply it into your shops, into your designs. You will get sales, and this will pretty much get you kick-started. Right guys, so we're back to me. After taking you guys through the starter guide, I hope you found that information very useful. Now for anyone who's looking to take this more seriously, I've got a paid guide that you guys can download, and through that guide you'll be able to actually go from a point of making 0 to at least 1,000 a month. Now that's mainly for people looking to actually start to make a living off print on demand sites like Redbubble or TeePublic. So if that's you and you're looking to actually start making money you can live off through these kinds of sites, definitely go download that. It will help you guys out, and it also supports the channel as well. Now I just want you guys to all know that I love you. I appreciate you for watching this video. You're amazing. Stick around, I've got a lot more videos to come. I do this because I came from a bad situation and worked myself into a good situation. Now I want to help you guys do the same. Remember, everything is rigged in your favor, guys. Manifest success.